How's it going, guys? In this video I wanted to give you a rundown on Adobe Photoshop. So I've just downloaded the trial for Adobe Photoshop CC Creative Cloud because it's the latest version and that might be the one that you're after. If you're not, then I would recommend getting like CS6 just for the simple fact that you don't have to pay like a rental fee. Like you have to pay a rental fee for Creative Cloud now to actually own the program, whereas in the past you used to actually just own the box set. But I mean, the pros are that it probably gives you the latest version always for the $9.99 or whatever it is a month. Personally, I don't use it. I use Adobe Photoshop CS5, which I bought some years ago. Anyway, so I'm going to give you a rundown on the basics of Adobe Photoshop. So to create a new file, or if you've dragged in a new file, but what we're going to do is we're going to create a new file. So you go up here to File, and this will work on a PC as well. You go up here to File, click New, and instead of centimeters, we don't want centimeters, we want pixels. So let's go ahead, 454, 340, that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and create that. So now we have an image that we're working with. Now we can go ahead and say, go to Google Chrome. Let's get a picture of people. Whoops. P-E-O-P-L-E. Learn to spell. So let's say we take this image right here. And, oh great, it's bringing us through all this. Alright, I'm going to seal their image. Let's bring it down into the downloads and let's drag it into Photoshop. So drop it into there. There we go. Now it does work in tabs these days, so that's actually really cool. And what we're going to want to do is unlock things. You'll often find that Photoshop locks images, so what you want to do is just double tap that, create a new layer, and then you can actually move it as you wish. When you see checkerboard, that means it's transparent. When you don't see checkerboard, that means it's not transparent. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag this across and into our other image, and we might only get, say, this guy's head. This is completely unplanned, by the way, so I'm sort of winging this video. So as you can see down the the left-hand side here, we got the cursor. That's your main tool that you use to rearrange things. You got a box. This is just for selecting certain things. So if you want to do that, and you paint within it, it won't let you go beyond that boundary. But you right-click and deselect to get rid of that. Same with lasso and the magic wand and whatever. Cropping is cropping. You guys know that. This little eyedropper will select the color from whatever you have. So if you want that specific color, you basically just click. You got some, what's this one called again? The spot healing brush, right? Brush tool, clone stamp, history brush, eraser, gradient tool, blur tool, dodge tool, pen tool, horizontal type tool, path selection, rectangle, hand tool, and zoom tools. Now you can use all of these things. These things have been with Photoshop for a very long time, but basically this is just their new one. And also, if you do get an older version of Photoshop, you will notice that they've now made it dark for some reason. I don't know why, but they just, I guess, decided to do that with their user interface. I don't know. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do something very basic with this. We're going to take our text, we're going to put it there, and we're going to type hello. And I'm going to show you a few cool things you can do with this. And I'll revisit Photoshop in a later video, but for now we're just going to do this. So there you go. We got hello, and it's currently in black. I'm going to change that to red. So come up here, change that to red. As you can see, you have like regular, you can change it to bold or whatever. Just remember that you always have to select, highlight, and then you can change it. So bold, there you go. So something cool, and this will make you guys a whole bunch better. You're going to feel professional when you do this, or at least I did when I first found it. Is if you go down here to the effects menu and select whichever layer you want to work with. For me, I'm working with the text layer, but everything layers on top of each other. So you got the background, you've got this dude, he's on a separate layer, and then you've got the text, and that's on a separate layer. So as you can see, sort of, you take that out of view, bring it back, its own layer. So I'm going to go down here to effects, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to blending options, and this is where you can take text and make it look a whole bunch more professional. So you can first of all bevel it if you want to, and already it's starting to look a little different. Personally, what I would do with it, and what I do with a lot of text, is I do a gradient overlay. Go into there, select something like that, bring the opacity down a little bit. And as you can see, that text now has a nice gradient to it, which is pretty cool. You might want to put a, where's it gone? Inner shadow, stroke, bevel, and emboss. Looks like they've taken it out. Wait, that can't be the case. They've moved things around. Ah, there it is, drop shadow down here. So you add a little drop shadow to it. It makes it really pop out. And as you can see, that's already made it look like it's a professional image right there. You know, that could be used for anything really, but I'm not really going to use it for anything, but anyway. So that's basically a really cool way that you can just add different things. So say you want an inner glow, well, it'll add inner glow. Satin makes this look sort of like satin, silky sort of thing. Color overlay, you can obviously overlay a different color. Stroke basically is not what you think it is. It's not the health thing. It basically gives an outline to your text. So if you want a super outline, you do that. And it looks kind of cartoonish like, and you can bring it down and you give it whatever you want. So there you go. You can see everything looks there pretty professional, and you've made that text now very professional. Let's see. Let's get another example, and I'm just going to show you something else. So let's go back. Let's say faces. That's exactly what I was looking for. So we're not going to call any of these people ugly, but I'm going to show you what you can do with a particular person's face. So say we take this man. I wouldn't say he's GQ model status, but you know, he's not bad. And we can show you what the spot healing brush does. So we're going to zoom in a little bit here. This picture isn't very big to begin with, but anyway. We'll take the spot healing brush, and basically what you can do is, say someone has a freckle and you want to get rid of that freckle, or someone has a big mole on their face, or something like that. I mean, this guy, he's not ugly, but he's just, you know, he's not like a Victoria's Secret model, you know. But anyway, so basically, you can see, you just tap basically where you want to go. You can do it with the littlest amount as well here, and it just replaces it with an even look. It just looks even. It just looks nice. And I don't know, I mean, I guess they sort of source around the particular part that you're trying to spot heal, but it's just awesome. It's absolutely awesome. It really is. Like, you can also drag and stuff, but then you can find that makes it look a little unnatural, so I'm actually going to remove that there. But yeah, it's really cool. It's a really cool thing to use. So even here, you see this dark spot? You just basically click there, it's gone. So what else can you do with this? Well, you can also do like a clone stamp. So basically you would press Alt or Option on your computer, and it gives you a little source. You just click basically, and it will source from where that crosshair is to the upper right of the circle there. That's where it's sourcing from. So basically you can make it like that, and now we've got a whole really weird thing going on where we've got glasses going at different areas and ears going in different areas. But yeah, it is a useful thing to use, but obviously in moderation. Hopefully I didn't just screw up the microphone there. Eraser, history. there should be a history brush. Where's the history brush? Oh, here it is. Here's a history brush. So you want to put that all back. You got the history brush, and you always have the history brush as your friend. As well as that, you can also go up here to edit and step backward or step forward, depending on what you want to do, and undo things as well up there. Obviously, paintbrush. Paintbrush is exactly what it is in like Microsoft Paint and stuff, only it's a little bit more advanced. So you can increase the size, whatever, and yeah. You can also crop the image, so you can see there, and really just line it up as well as you want it to. Press enter, and you've cropped the image. Now they've added something up here that they didn't have, I don't think, in CS5. This is the red eye tool. I'm not sure if they had it, but look at this. We just tapped that and it got rid of a bit of a red eye. The sourcing little eyedropper thing here, this is where it comes in handy. So say you want just the color of the rims of his glasses. Well, you just get that. You go into your paintbrush and you'd probably want to shrink it down in size there. But I mean, you can use that color wherever you want to put it, but you probably go even finer than that. The pen tool I'm not going to really get into because it gets kind of complicated, and as you can see, it draws a whole bunch of lines. That'll be for a future video. Text we've already shown you. Gradients, you can actually add gradients to your images, say like black to white. You can press shift to make it align very well. But yeah, you can add gradients. Let me go ahead and go all the way back. Blur tool, this can be very useful when you've added something into an image and you want to just go around the outside and just blur it in so it just looks sort of consistent and like it's not out of place. And yeah, that's basically it. The dodge tool I've never used. Sort of lightening up his face. Yes, see, they've added some things in CC that they didn't have in CS5, but anyway, they might have that in CS5. I don't remember it from CS5, but perhaps they did. So yeah, that's basically just what I wanted to show you. Those are the basics of Adobe Photoshop, and I want you guys to this is all really easy stuff. And people make it seem so complicated, and you can go to university and do a whole degree on this. Just this. And this is so easy. So, I mean, if you're interested in doing a degree on it, you can go and do it. But, I mean, if you want to become a professional editor for a magazine or something, this is how you do it. And it's not hard. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks always for watching these videos, and I will see you in the next one. I really appreciate all the support. Remember to check out HOWDOICENTRAL.info. You can also go to .com, but .com will just link you to .info. We've got a little bit of a mishap going with the websites right now. We're trying to get it back to .com. But it's a bit of a mix between Squarespace and WordPress right now, because we switched it around to WordPress because WordPress gives us a lot more flexibility. Not going to go into detail with all of that, but that's basically the website stuff. But stay tuned to the website, stay tuned to the channel, be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, comment, everything like that, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.